Baie des Chaleurs is the classic.
The roads are great.
The crowds are huge.
And the competition is intense.
These other guys are good. These other guys are good.
But I'm here to win.
But I'm here to win. Mais je suis ici pour gagner.
I'm here because I want to win. The winners, it will be me.
That'd be me. That would be me.
That would be me.
The Canadian Rally Championship on TSN is presented by Subaru. Think, feel, drive. Subaru. And by Yokohama. Now you've got control. For round 3 of the 2008 championship, we head east to the Gaspé region of Quebec. On the northern shore of the Baie des Chaleurs sits the town of New Richmond, population 3,700. Hello, Canada. Nice to be back with you. Vic Router along with rally expert Paul Chater. And the 2-time winner of the Baie des Chaleurs, Natalie Richard.
Usually this arena in New Richmond is pretty quiet during the summer, but this weekend the rally world has come to Gaspé, and this arena is the center of the universe. 47 teams will start from here. We'll come back for 4 short services, and after about 200 kilometers, maybe only half of that field will finish. Only 3 teams will get to taste the champagne.
After the first 2 events, Subaru Canada driver Pat Richard has jumped into an early lead over Antoine Lestage and Andrew Picard. But it's still early going, and anything can happen at this point.
For my driver, Antoine Lestage, this is one of his favorite rallies. The spectators here are fantastic, so we want to put on a good show for them. Other people to watch for are my brother, Patrick Richard, current points leader in the Canadian Championship, also Andrew Picard, and American star Ken Block.
Ken Block is here with the factory Subaru USA team. In the States, he's considered unbeatable on very high-speed stages, big jumps, and there's a lot of that here today. He's running a brand new Subaru.
We'll be starting 4th on the road here, which could be a problem if there's dust, but I think the roads are still pretty wet from the recent rain. Vic, Paul, wish me luck.
Natalie, we'll both be watching.
This is the 31st annual Baie des Chaleurs, and each year the crowds of spectators just keep getting bigger. Every hotel, motel, campsite, cottage filled for miles around, and this is one of the drivers they've come to see. Pat Richard, Alan Ockwell will start first in their 2008 Subaru WRX STI.
This is only the 2nd rally for this brand new Subaru. Richard and Ockwell won Rocky Mountain. Now they're leading the City Championship.
The 2 right minus, tightens wide.
Stage 1 is Camp Relay, just under 10 kilometers in length. Pat Richard covered the stage in 5 minutes 37 seconds, establishing the time to beat.
Starting 2nd will be Toronto's Andrew Picard and American co-driver Mark Colcard.
This is Andrew's old Evo 4, not the Evo 9 that we've seen previously this season. Picard is being specially prepared for the X Games. ACP is currently leading the Rally American Championship. He'll finish stage 1 4 seconds behind Pat Richard.
And here is Picard's principal rival in the American Championship from California, Ken Block and Alessandro Gelsomino.
The car is another 2008 Subaru built for the American factory team by Vermont Sports Car. They debuted this car last month in Pennsylvania, where it only lasted 4 stages.
Ken Block is the fastest yet, though, through Camp Relay. 5 minutes, 31 seconds. He leads Pat Richard by 6.
And the defending champions, they won the Baie last year, Antoine Lestage, Natalie Richard.
And the left 3 minus late.
And you can tell they are the hometown favorites. Listen to the roar from the crowd. Lestage fastest ahead of Ken Block on stage 1.
Back on the starting line, this is Crazy Leo Erlichich and Dave Schindel. The young Russian driver from Toronto is being touted as a future champion. He's fast, aggressive, and with the top Subaru team. Crazy Leo is 3rd fastest on stage 1.
On to stage 2 now, and Paul, the Americans are picking up the pace. Ken Block loves these roads. We knew that. Meaning faith in the pace notes that he and Gelsomino put together during the reconnaissance yesterday. On stage 2, they post the fastest time, but they're tied with Lestage. And in fact, Lestage continues to lead the rally by 4 seconds.
This road is very narrow. It makes it seem even faster, but on a long stretch like this, they are hitting over 200 kilometers an hour.
Wow, remarkable. And Patrick Richard, well, he's the first driver to have some trouble now. Early in the stage, he lost 5th gear, which means he can't get up to 6th.
And normally those top gears are not very important, but on the long high-speed straight, Pat dropped 35 seconds to Antoine Jim.
Stage 3 now, and more drama for the leaders.
Yeah, at the 1 kilometer mark, Alex calls for a right 4 over bridge. And bang! And lots of damage to the left rear corner.
Not into the bridge, over the bridge. Running fourth on the road, Antoine doesn't know about Flopp's crash. His own bad luck, though, that's about to come. The trailing arm of his left rear suspension snaps. The wheel jams back into the wheel well, causes even more damage. Antoine will stop on the stage to inspect the damage before limping out and losing nearly 2 minutes.
Pat Richard continues to struggle with his gearbox. Ken Block is effectively running on 3 wheels, and rally leader Antoine Lestage is dragging his Tiburon back in 9th place.
Now inside with Richard and Aqua, and look at him, he's looking for 5. He hasn't got 5, which means he can't get up to 6.
6 left in 120.
You meaning to can't find the driver, huh?
6 right in.
And all this is good news for Conrad Ricard. The Mitsubishi driver wins stage 3, moves into a tie for the overall rally lead with Crazy Leo.
The 3 pre-rally favorites are all struggling to get their cars to service, but look at this leaderboard. It's still pretty close. Lestage in 5th place is not Antoine, it's little brother Mathieu. And not on the board, John Nichols 8th, Craig Henderson 10th, and Antoine in 9th.
Half a K at the beginning of the last stage, just on the right corner, wide, in the middle of the road. We broke a lower control arm. Very disappointed because we were leading the rally. We had 2 good stages, and we were not doing anything silly, staying in the middle of the road, and it was looking very good, but we'll see.
I went wide and was heading right towards the bridge with the car completely sideways and the guardrail coming like this, and I was able to straighten it up and just clip it with the rear end, but it broke the rear suspension. I figured we were going to lose 2 minutes if we stop. I might be able to salvage something if we just keep going. I'm just happy to be back here. It could have ended really, really badly.
A new racing gearbox sits waiting for the Subaru Canada entry. Pat Richard and his crew have 30 minutes to swap the gearbox. It's going to be good when we come back.
With so much racing going on in the world, you'd have to be a 4-headed monster to keep up with it all. Luckily, we have that. Join Peter Keene, Bill Wood, Errol Tucker, and their guest driver analyst each week for an opinionated look at the news coming out of the racing world. Remember, it's GoRacingTV.com for all your racing and video needs.
Welcome back to the Rallye Baie-des Chaleurs. Vic Roder along with Paul Chater at service here in New Richmond. And only 3 stages, Paul, and they look like they've been through a war.
Ken Block hit a bridge on the last stage and just about destroyed the left rear corner. They're having trouble getting the car up on jack stands due to all the damage, and sometimes you just need a little muscle, some brute force, and one big hammer.
Meanwhile, over at the Rocket Rally team, the mechanics are preparing to change the transmission. Pat had lost the 5th and 6th gears, and he was just losing too much time on the high-speed stages. Now, changing a transmission on an all-wheel drive car is a very big deal, as many a mechanic will tell you. Rally teams, though, practice this, and the very best ones, with 3 mechanics under the car and 2 on top, can do it in 16 minutes. Now, this is a 30-minute service, but here's the catch. They've never had to change a transmission on the new 2008 model Anger before, and so it's all different. Skid plates have to come off, exhaust system has to be removed, drive shafts, differentials need to be disconnected. This is the automotive equivalent to major surgery.
Antoine Lestage and the Coyote team have problems of their own. The damage is similar to the Subaru USA team. One big difference, Antoine didn't hit a bridge. The left rear trailing arm broke, the wheel jammed into the wheel well, and all kinds of damage was caused. The mechanics will have to remove the mangled parts, replace the trailing arm, lateral links, and the hat shaft. And while Andrew Sorensen is crashing at the back of the car and the rest of the team is trying to trace an oil leak from the turbo, they have to mount the lights.
Back with Ken Block and Subaru Rally Team USA, and part of a co-driver's job is to keep the mechanics aware of the time remaining, and this is a very big job, who even team manager Derek Dauncey has the overalls on, pitching in to help, and they're almost ready.
Richard Subaru Rally Team Canada still has a long way to go, but they're on time. A few years ago, all three of these cars would have been DNF. Rally mechanics today are so good, the drivers really believe that if they can win the banged-up car to the service, their crews can get them back in it. We're watching three of the best teams in the sport race just as hard as their drivers.
And so as nighttime arrives, the party is just getting started here at Camp Rallye. Rally fans, well, we know they love the heady mix of music, the beer, the dust, the boats, and of course the rally cars.
But if they're waiting to see Rally co-leaders ACP on Gold Farm, they're going to be disappointed. Watch what happens.
100.
Going into a right three, a main power cable melts, and there's no light at all until Goldfarb turns on the flashlight. 2 minutes later, Antoine and Natalie arrive. And they see the car is out. The Tiburon has all four wheels again, but now they have an engine misfire. And they're not as fast as Richard or Block, but they start to climb up the standings. 9th to 7th, and that engine, Paul, still doesn't sound very good.
Crazy Leo is now alone in the lead, but it won't last. This little mistake at Camp Rallye drops him into second place.
Win, but was struggling again on the very next stage. These roads, Paul, mix of really everything: high speed, smooth, technical, very rough, very narrow. Richard loses all the lights when a hard landing shuts off the switch. Nothing serious, but it throws off the concentration. Then moments later, he grabs for the handbrake, the engine stalled. Every second counts.
I missed the handbrake there, my fault.
It's okay, no worries. 2 right short, 30.
Here are the new leaders, Ken Block and Gelsomino. After that massive rebuild, their Subaru is running well. The opponents can't say the same.
We were leading overall Bay 2008, which is great considering we were running our 11-year-old car. It's frustrating, because we were leading. It would have been great for the points. It's a super competitive rally this year. It's always great to be on top at an event like that. But on the other hand, you take your breaks where you have to. And we were happy that we were able to bring our old girl into the lead and go that well that far.
Patrick Richard continues to struggle with a broken rear differential. He's dropped back to 21 seconds behind Block. At the end of day one, 5 of the top 7 are just Block.
And after day one, it's the Invader who leads.
I hate seeing everybody go out like this. It was really fun battling with everybody, but man, this rally is really tough. It's technical and tough. It shows with these guys dropping out, man.
At the end of day one, Ken Block is leading the rally. It's been a long, tough day for some of us. There's a lot more to come on TSN.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, what do you got in this thing?
16 valve, 2.4 liter engine, 200 horsepower. Air conditioning.
32 valve, 3.5 liter engine, 650 horsepower, air conditioning.
Honda builds every IndyCar engine. It's our commitment to racing and engineering. The same engineering that goes into the all-new Civic, the official vehicle of the IZOD IndyCar Series.
Start of day 2 at Baie-des Chaleurs, and two of my favorite drivers are here. Ken in his Subaru USA factory car is beating Pat Richard, my brother, in his Subaru Rally Team Canada car by 21 seconds. Pat, what's the plan?
I think, Ken's been driving well. We've both had a few problems, and I think we'll take it a little bit quicker in the first few stages and see how it goes.
Ken, these roads seem to suit your style.
No, actually they don't. These are actually very tough. I prefer a little quicker, more open stuff. So I'm going to do what I can to keep Pat behind me this morning and go from there.
Like Antoine Lesage, Ken Block trains physically very hard to be a top rally driver. He likes to take a little run to get his blood pumping.
The fans already arriving at some of the popular jumps early, but right now Ken Block is ready to start stage 7. Le set, 11.94 kilometers long.
This team will compete in 3 WRC rounds later this year, and they need to practice writing pace notes. That's why they've come to practice their notes, and because Gelsomino, the Italian co-driver, says this rally is more like a European event than anything else in North America.
Long, opens inside and lead.
And Block starts well with a win on the first stage of the day.
Richard starts today just 21 seconds behind the Americans. He needs to push hard. He knows that, but most of all, he can't afford to have any more mechanical problems. Yeah, but after that jump, he started hearing some weird things from the rear differential.
Yeah, this is the first rally on really tough roads for the new Subaru. The team is going to have to engineer a better way to protect that rear diff.
And you can why?
Crest over 100, 340.
Well, the only good news is that the stage is nearly over. They'll only lose 3 seconds to Ken Block on stage 8, but drooping through stage 9, they'll lose nearly 2 minutes and any chance of winning.
Starting third, Matthew Lestage, Yannick Napier. Now, realistically, they can't catch Richard or Block. He's too far behind, but he's going as fast as he can, trying to hold on to third. He's got Martin Gauvin and big brother Antoine Lestage just behind.
And riding now with Martin Gauvin, Daniel Duchesneau in fourth. They're local heroes who made it to the podium in May before. After 7 stages, they trailed Mathieu Lestage by 11
Starting the day in 5th place, this is the Subaru of Joël Levac from Rivière-Baudet. His co-driver is yet another Lestage, Antoine and Mathieu's sister, Florence.
We have members of the Lestage family running 3rd, 5th, and 6th. One more, and cars could create a special class for them. For the moment, Antoine is the fastest Lestage. He won stage 9, and by the time the cars arrived in service, they'd moved up to 4th, 45 seconds behind Mathieu. And Natalie asked about the rivalry.
I'm standing here in a Lestage sandwich. Normally, it's not such a bad place to be, between Mathieu and Antoine. Mathieu, you're leading us by 46 seconds. How's your rally going so far?
Everything is going pretty good. We had a little bit of problem last night, but now everything is fixed, so everything's going good, and hope to keep our position.
Okay, but you've got someone behind you who's pushing pretty hard. Antoine, we have 46 seconds to make up. Can we do that on Mathieu?
Yeah, we'll try. We had a lot of problems last night, but this morning was good. I'm happy to see him there. He's a very good driver. I've told it many times to many people. So it's good for the family. It's good for Concerto. We're happy, but for sure we'll push hard this afternoon to try to make up some time.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing this morning. We started the rally. We figured we'd just cruise and maintain our position, get full points for the championship. We're still in that position, but we have yet to have a clean run of stages. So it really is an issue of where the rear subframe is located on the car. And we just have to build a better skid plate for the rear diff, because we've already put 3 on there. And I think that's the only issue. I mean, I'm going to take it extra careful, but it is rough roads, and the car is getting beat down pretty hard.
Now on stage 11, Antoine and Natalie finally did have a healthy car, and Antoine switched to maximum attack mode.
Oh, flat crest. 100.
That wasn't a jump during the reconnaissance. He's got a lot faster now. Antoine set the fastest time on this Classic Bay stage, 14 minutes and 3 seconds. They jumped ahead of Mathieu into 3rd place overall.
Now coming up is one of the more famous jumps in Canadian rally racing. DC Shoes and Flat Over Crest put up a prize to see who might win, and the longest jump, John Cassidy remained 116 feet.
If you want to land like a cat, one wheel at a time, not all 4 at once. You're definitely not up
As you can imagine, the crowd at Baie-des Chaleurs loved it. So John Cassidy of Maine is the long jump winner. But after 11 stages, it is Ken Block who leads. And Richard has dropped back. And Antoine Lestage leads his brother in third place. There's more when we come back to the Baie-des Chaleurs.
State your desires.
Speed, adrenaline, competition.
Calculating. Result in 3, 2, 1. The National Auto Sport Association. Start here.
The Canadian Rally Championship on TSN is presented by Subaru. Think, feel, drive. Subaru. As we welcome you back to the Rallye Baie-des Chaleurs with Rotor along with Paul Cater, Natalie Richard, and we are riding now with Patrick Richard. Alan Ockwell finally called the car is healthy, and he is flying.
6 left minus 80.
You know, you can always tell how hard a top rally driver is trying by how much of the road he uses, including our camera. Thank you, Patrick.
And so is Antoine Lestage. These guys can't really improve their position at all, but it's all about proving who can go fastest. And so is Crazy Leo, who's back after replacing an engine and transmission overnight.
I like the roads. It's a very good event. So far, the best I've done so far. It's so nice and exciting to go on the stage and see all those people cheering for you, and at night all those flashes. And it's amazing. It's very good.
Oh, it's a fantastic event. These are WRC spec stages. You know, it's unbelievable stages, and we are learning a lot this week. And I'm really glad we made the trip up here. And I think we're gonna become used to this event and come every year. Ken really likes the stages.
Local hero Martin Gauvin, sponsored by the local pub, got up in 4th place, but his engine gave up the ghost right near the end.
Joel Levac and Pucci Lestage had a solid rally and finished 5th.
The Group 2 winners in top two-wheel drive team was Eric Rachowski and Lee Anginilla from Calgary in their Volkswagen. Americans Tim Penasak and Ole Holter won the Production 4 class for nearly stock all-wheel drive cars for Subaru.
The final stage was a super spectrum on the outskirts of the Richmond. Ken Block could be excused for just cruising through this 2.5K sprint. But cruising is not why Ken loves rallying, of course. He attacked all the time, posted the winning time to put an exclamation mark on a well-deserved win.
Ken and Alex came to Quebec to practice their pace note riding technique for the WRC. Considering that their competition have all raced on these stages many times, I'd say their notes were pretty good. It was an impressive victory for the men from California.
And even with bodywork hanging off fast to the very end. Congratulations, Ken Block and Alex Gelsomino.
I'm so stoked to come here and win this rally. The competition was so stiff this weekend. You know, racing against Pat and Antoine is always a pleasure, man. Those guys are champions, and to be able to come up here and have a good run, we're really stoked. Merci.
It was a first win for the 2008 WRX STI from Subaru Rally Team USA. And you know, Paul, Subaru Canada must be pleased to see the new 08 finish 1-2.
This rally had something for everyone. Ken Block and Subaru Rally Team USA come away with the win. Pat Richard and Subaru Rally Team Canada come in 2nd place, but they keep the lead of the championship. And Antoine Lestage and our Hyundai team, we come in 3rd place after a big comeback. But the real heroes of this weekend, those are the mechanics. All 3 teams were kept in this rally by those crews. Thanks to those guys.
And congratulations to you too, Natalie. 3rd overall with Antoine Lestage.
And at the halfway point, the Canadian Rally Championship, Patrick Richard has a big lead. Antoine and Andrew Comrie-Picard and the rest will need to be very lucky to get it.
Our next rally will be the Rallye Baie in Senegal des Monts, north of Montreal. Now for Natalie, for Paul, and our entire crew, thank you for joining us. The Canadian Rally Championship is here. on Canada's sports leader, GSA.